Yo everybody, welcome back to another JD the Gamer video, and we're here with DC Dark Legion. Some information has come out about some updates coming down the pipeline. Okay, so in the official Discord for DC Dark Legion, there's been some information that has dropped on an update that is coming. So let's get into this. From Super Helen on Discord, bleed rules adjustment coming soon. Alright, so hi all. We are planning to adjust the rules of the bleed so it's easier to make incremental progress. Starring up the banner champions, plan changes as follows. Target date is to be determined. Same thing. Determined. So the changes. Extra Mythic Plus shards. Every time you pull a regular 10 shard Mythic Champion or Mythic Legacy piece, you will obtain 5 Mythic Plus shards of the current banner champion. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So every time you pull a Mythic, whether it be a piece or a regular champion, you're guaranteed to get 5 Mythic shards of the bleed character on that banner. That's kind of cool. You gotta say that's pretty solid. They're just giving you more chances, more opportunity to get extra Mythic Plus shards for the banner champion, other than just pulling them. Now here's where it changes a little bit. Lower Mythic Plus unlock requirements. The number of shards required to unlock a Mythic Plus champion, which is the bleed champion, will be reduced from 40 to 25. Star up requirements will remain the same. So again, that's another cool thing. They're dropping it from 40 to 25 to be able to pull the character. So at least you get the character much easier. But the star requirements are going to be the same. So we'll see as we keep reading how that works. Related, drawing a duplicate of a Mythic Plus champion you already own will grant 25 shards instead of 40. So this is where it changes a little bit. However, you are still guaranteed to at least 40 shards every 4 pities because of the 5 bonus shards you receive from pulling a regular Mythic or Legacy piece. So in my opinion, there's pros and cons to it, right? It counterbalances itself. So they're lowering the requirement to be able to just pull the champion. So it will be much easier to pull the banner champion because you're going from 40 to 25 pieces, right? So boom, there's that. But then they're also lowering the amount of shards you get when you pull the champion, when you pull the Mythic Plus champion. So it's going from 40 every time you pull a dupe down to 25. So, but they're keeping the amount it needs to level them up the same. So you're not going to just be able to go level up a star or whatever the case may be with one dupe. You might not be able to reach it because it's 40 to upgrade them to the next star level, but you're only getting 25. How they kind of counteract and counterbalance that is you're guaranteed to get 5 of those shards when you pull just a regular Mythic. So, we're going to have to see as it comes out how that looks, how that works, the pull rates, all that good stuff. And you're still going to get the 40 shards every 4 pities. So, you're guaranteed to get the banner character on your 4th Mythic if you haven't gotten them. So, you're guaranteed a Mythic every 50. So, if you don't get the banner character 50, don't get them 50, don't get it 50. The 4th one will be guaranteed to be that banner champion. You're still going to get the 40 shards for that. But pulling a dupe just out of the ordinary is going to be 25. So it's going to be interesting. We got to see how that looks as it comes out. Increased odds. Let's keep reading. The odds for drawing Mythic Champions and Legacy pieces for each Hyper Time tracker will be slightly increased, but control your expectations. We're talking about fractions of a percentage. So they're increasing the odds, but they're also being transparent. They're saying don't think it's going from 1% to 20. Like it's going to be a fraction of a percentage, a small increase, okay? Player compensation, 75 World Line particles per previously unlocked Mythic Plus champion. Interesting, 75 World Line particles per previously unlocked Mythic Plus champion. So World Line, that is going to be, boom, these, to be able to get more Magic Eyes and Anvils. That's kind of cool. 75 of them per unlocked Mythic Plus. Previously, so whatever you've pulled up to this point, you're going to get, 75 World Line Particles. Because you spent 15 extra champion shards to unlock these Mythic Plus characters when they were 40 shards, we need to return them to you now that we're lowering the unlock requirement to 25. However, to avoid you having 15 spare shards you can't use, we're automatically converting those shards to World Line Particles. If you've unlocked any Mythic Plus champion prior to this update, you will receive 75 World Line Particles for each one via in-game mail. Honestly, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. They could just make this change on the bleed and just be like, it is what it is. Enjoy. But whatever you've pulled so far in terms of the bleed, because now it's 25 to unlock, you're going to get 75 World Line Particles. So that's amazing. And if you see here, 75 is already enough to get one Magic Eye. And then you get two 75s, that's going to be enough for 3. Like that's pretty cool. I got to be honest, that's pretty cool. Let's keep on reading though. Expected results. At initial star levels, approximately blue and below, you will be able to star up your champs more often. In the current system, you go from 0 stars to 5 white to 2 blue, etc. So it's very all or nothing. In the new system, you'll likely have enough shards to star up to 3 white by the time you unlock the champion. Okay, that makes sense. Because you unlock them at 25 now, you'll have 15 additional stars right off the bat, so you can get them the 3 white stars. So there's some pros and cons. That's a big pro in my opinion. Okay? Then you only need to hit one more regular pity to get 5 bonus shards to star up to 4 white, and so on. At higher star levels, the experience should remain mostly the same since you're still getting approximately 40 shards every 4 pities. I know this explanation may be confusing, so please feel free, welcome to ask questions, all that good stuff. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. I think like I said, I've said it many times, I think we need to see how it actually works when it's implemented, but I like that. And then Super Helen goes on to say, so there's some comments in the Discord about the, not confusion, but like some people might not be happy with the verbiage of it and think that it's a nerf. There's some pros and cons. I've said that. But this is just further reiterating. She's just letting you know that, hey, we've changed. They had a date initially for it to come out. They've pushed that date back just so that they can look at everybody's concerns and see if they want to change something or change it back or maybe revisit it and see if there's something different they can do. So, as a dev team, I think that's amazing. They're at least, even with something that they're changing right now or they looked at the comments immediately and was like, you know what, doesn't seem like people are happy. Let's take a look at it. So I like that. And then just a little bonus throw in there. The moment you've been waiting for is almost here. Soon you'll be able to unlock Wonder Woman's mythic form by completing the new free exploration map and challenges. Explore, conquer, and lead her to greatness. Are you ready to begin the journey? This is awesome. I can't wait for this. Wonder Woman is already an amazing character as a legend, so bringing her to a mythic is awesome, and I do like the fact that you have to do something to get the mythic. I think that's awesome. You gotta do the map challenges or the map exploration and the challenges. I like that. I have no problem with that. Don't just release it and then just give it to everybody that has her as a legend. Make us work for it a little bit, but the fact that we can do that, now that opens the door for other legends to potentially become mythic. Green Arrow. So I think this is a good thing. I ultimately think that there's more positive out of this bleed change than there are negatives. I don't think there's too many negatives. There's some things, again, that we got to see when it comes out, but I like this overall. I think this is going to help newer players be able to get the characters that they want more easily, more obtainable, and star them up easier. You're going to get it to 3 white stars right away. How amazing is that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this change to the bleed? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I think it's going to be good, but it's up to the community. You guys, we all make the decision ultimately, and then hopefully the devs will listen. It sounds like they're listening. They're making changes right away. But let me know down below what you think about this bleed change. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next time, man, it's your boy JD, and I'm out this thing, baby. Peace.